Happy Man Talk Monday. Greg here with the final installment of Man Talk Monday for 2025. I hope that this has been a meaningful season for you. It has for me. Christmas can sometimes have some tenderness and baggage attached to it because of vulnerability of some family situations. I've been dealing with some of that, and honestly, there's been healing and breakthrough in this season, and I'm so grateful for that. One of the facets of my identity is connector of dots. And how that plays out in my life practically is that there'll be these kind of random ideas or different thoughts that I pull meaning from that connect for me. And I kind of want to share some of those connections with you today. And there's that, especially things that have been really meaningful for me in this season, just including even first dots I'd love to connect during the past two episodes of Man Talk Monday, where both Michael and Steve talked about these categories in our life for us to focus on, this wheel of life that has categories of health, fun and recreation, our spiritual journey, all of these things. It's a great tool for us to use. If you've not yet checked them out, do that. If you're not yet subscribed, right now is a great time to like and subscribe and not miss any of the great encouragement to come this next year. And go back and catch those videos if you haven't. So there's this area of focus that you want to pick on this next year, and that I want to connect to. One of the themes that really it comes really from this season. It's this story of Mary. A thing that I've connected with that specifically in being told by an angel. I mean, this is just your typical manger scene, but Mary being told by an angel early on was about to take place, and what was literally and figuratively to be birthed through her life. She was going to bear a son, and we all know, in hindsight, the bigger story here, of what that means. But I've been really thinking about the gestation period of this vision, of this dream, the time in between hearing what the promise is and what it actually looks like. From that time that the angel appears and the shepherds come to the manger, there's an in-between time. In little terms, it was months. There was this time of expectation. I think many of you have come into contact with this in one way or another, but when a woman realizes she's pregnant, she begins to live her life different. She lives and makes decisions according to what is expected to come. She begins to protect what she expects. This is the dot I want to connect and encourage you with, and what I want to live this next year like. What do I expect in this next year? What is the vision God has given me? What is your dream? What is your goal? What's the area on your wheel? And where are you at in the gestation period of this promise? The time in between of receiving this vision or having this dream or thought or idea, that time in between that and that seeing the light of day. More importantly, do you protect what you expect? And do I? I'm 56 years old. I basically started a new career in 2025. Starting over. Last month, I got to see Paul McCartney in concert. He's 83 years old. He did a 3-hour concert with no breaks. He walked upstairs to a piano. He sang. He played his bass, his guitar. I don't even think I saw him grab a drink of water. 83 years old. So I'm 56. This past year, I wholeheartedly set my path to dreams that God put in my heart. So at that concert, I was realizing I could have 25 years to see some of these things come about. If I'm going to see that, I need to live in expectation of good health. Then I need to protect what I expect in my health. That's an area of focus in my life. I need to protect my physical well-being by making small decisions at all times, knowing that my longevity is related to how I treat my body. 2 weeks ago, Michael encouraged us with this. What actions would ensure my success? What actions would ensure success in the category you're focusing on? Like Steve mentioned last week, he's focusing on his health. I'm focusing on that too. But it's more than just a New Year's resolution. It's tied to the expectation of what is to come about. I'm doing a lot in the music world. I'm creating stories to tell music through I'm creating stories to tell through music and drama and film. I expect to create. I have that expectation. It takes time to create. It takes margin. Well, if I have that expectation that I'm going to be creating, I can't be wasting my time distracted. I cannot be a victim of my schedule. I have to protect my schedule. I can't be reactionary. I have to plan for space and protect that space. I have to protect my ears. I have really good headphones when I mix music. They physically protect my ears. I can't be careless around loud noises if I'm working outside or something. It puts the dream at risk if I'm careless with the frequencies that could damage my hearing. This isn't about living in fear or a paranoia or something like that. It's about focused stewardship of what I have before me. It's intensity. Be it unto me, is what Mary said. Whatever you have for me, God. And then focus on that. It's also true with my spiritual ears. There's so much noise in this world that would love to capture my attention, drag my eyes toward anything that's off mission. It would love to pull me into division and hating others, this us and them world. But I know the stories I'm developing are about drawing all of us together to be in relationship with our Creator. And if I expect to craft stories of invitation, why would I feed myself a mindset of us and them and a spirit of alienation? It's not worth the risk. I have to protect what I expect. Hebrews 12, 1-3 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that entangles, everything that hinders, and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out before us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand at the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart." Jesus is such a tremendous example to us. He protected the expectation of joy set before him by enduring the cross, scorning its shame. He endured opposition. There's so many external dangers to the pregnancy of your dream. Right now is the in-between. This is the time to protect what you expect. You might even be in a place where you're not even sure there is a dream. Well, protect that expectation to receive. Take that step that you are about to receive it. Protect the space, your first thing in the morning. Protect what that is, that you can hear what God might have for you. Train and protect your ears to hear his voice, and then pursue it with all you have. I mentioned earlier some tenderness in my own life around Christmas. There's some things in my story that are painful, and it's easy to attach shame to it. Some things in my history that I'm not proud of. But that phrase I read in Hebrews a minute ago, where Jesus endured the cross, scorning its shame, has really stood out to me. He refused to allow shame to attach him in pursuit of the mission. Shame loves to show up. It can be paralyzing. For me to wholeheartedly pursue the expectations of what God has given me, I must refuse to live in shame or allow any of that shadow to come on. I have to protect what I expect. I want to encourage you to go through the categories on the wheel of life that Michael and Steve talked about. Write down an expectation you have. Is it your family relationships? Is it your career advancement, or something that you want a new, fresh idea you want to bring into your workplace that you have? Protect that expectation. Take the steps. Expect great things in the year ahead and protect it. There's a God who created you and loves you and has been speaking to you. Protect this treasure he's given you. So what do you expect? What threatens the fruition of that coming about? What are your steps of protection? Again, like and subscribe. Take the steps to further engage in the Braveheart community. It's really worth it. Protect your heart. Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. It's going to be a great year. Walk into it with intensity, with promise, with hope. Great things are ahead.